Welcome to another Identity 5 video. In this video, I'll be talking about Fool's Gold, who is the latest hunter to be released in Identity 5. So, why it took me so long to make a guide video on him? Because I like to play a hunter and master him before I explain it, I guess. So I haven't exactly, I would say I'm 70%. I have like a 79% win rate with him, and I got a C badge, close to a B badge last season. I only played him for 2 weeks and I was close to a B badge, guys. So that's how easy he is to use. So to whom do I recommend this hunter? If you are a beginner player and you want to master a hunter really fast, this is the hunter for you guys. And if you're a veteran player, let's say you play survival only, and suddenly you want to, you have a bit more time, you reached peak tier, so you want to play hunter, this guy is perfect for you guys because he's absolutely insane. I'm not saying he's like broken like Oprah singer. What do I mean insane? I mean he's pretty decent at chase, pretty decent at camping, pretty decent at cipher control, pretty decent in everything. He doesn't excel in one category like crazy, but because of this decent at everything, he becomes a really well-rounded hunter for a new survivor or new player to play, essentially. So if you want to play a hunter really fast and master them, play Fool's Gold. He is insane in that category. One small thing before I get into the video, I sometimes might over talk because I recorded the video and then added audio to it. Not this part, but the part where I'm going to show you the gameplay. So I'm sorry about that, but I think you should not notice it. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the tips and guide. Alright, so the first part is unstable ground connectivity. So what do I mean by this? So sometimes when you aim your pickaxe, it doesn't cover the entire area essentially. It only covers a certain portion of the area. So when you use your axe, you want to have a way of thinking like, okay, now I'm going to aim the axe on this side, because you have to have that reasoning in your brain. So now you're going to see me aim. So like, let's say the survivor is going to be at where I'm going to place the peeper. So let's just wait for me to place the peeper. Yeah, because I'm talking over the video right now. Okay, yeah. So I place the peeper. Let's assume the survivor is there. So a normal, like if you just play the hunter, you might just aim for that. So if you aim for the left area, the survivor would just juke you once and then go towards the right, or take the damage and then go towards the right. So they have a much stronger looping area essentially. Why did they have the stronger looping area? It's because you aimed for a weaker area. So when you aim, don't just be a mindless zombie and just aim at the weakest loop. Aim at the strongest loop always. So in that way, the survivors will be discouraged to go towards their right, and maybe they'll go towards their left. And maybe they will tight kite you there, or maybe they'll try to go to the left and they have nothing and then they get hit. So yeah, you have to have that logic when you play Fool's Gold. So that is the second level of Fool's Gold, I would say. Have the logic. So now I'm just going to jump straight towards, okay, now let's say you have too much distance, you're too far away from the survivor. Instead of mind gaming them from a huge distance, don't care if they are going to get chipped or not. Let's assuming the survivor is on the people area like just now. Instead of mind gaming them from far like what I'm doing right now, just go towards the survivor. So it doesn't matter. Let's say they went back and forth like what they normally do. They go to the front and then they go to the back to avoid the chip damage. They want to like bait you. So if they did that in that situation, they are the ones playing themselves, because you got a ton of distance from that. And what do they get? They are already at the back, because you have to go to the front and then go to the back to juke the unstable ground hit. So this is a really important aspect of Fool's Gold that you have to understand. Okay guys, I'm going to show you the spawn point. Normally lawyers, they always pick the spawn point, and a lot of survivors pick the spawn point. So now I'm going to show you the difference between a 4-second and 6-second axe. So when you aim on the carousel, obviously it's above from the ground, so you get a 6-second cooldown essentially. So whenever you aim at something above the ground, you get a 6-second cooldown. But now I'm going to show you. I'm going to aim down. It's a 4-second cooldown. So it's a difference of 2 seconds. It used to be 2 seconds, but now they made it 4 seconds because it's too OP. So now you're going to see what I'm going to do. Normally when you chase a survivor on this spawn, this is what you're going to do. You aim down and you look at it. It's a 4-second cooldown. This is a huge difference, guys, because by the time you go up the stairs, it's you already will get your axe essentially. So normally what I see hunters do is they immediately aim for this, and if it's a lawyer, they can easily dodge it because you can see the unstable ground doesn't cover the window. So it's actually very risky to immediately throw your pickaxe on the stairs itself. So instead, what do I do? I'm going to show you what I do. So okay, I start from there. Normally the spawn point is from there, so I'm going to aim. I do the same thing, so I get the 4-second cooldown. I normally I'll see the lawyer on my right hand side, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just be patient and I'll aim now. Now you see what I do. Boom, I get the lawyer. So because you can see now the unstable ground is already covering that whole area. So a quick summary would be basically just practice your unstable ground length essentially. Like as you can see in this video, I'll be showing you guys like the total length. Like I think this clearly shows. Like you just see what I do now. I'm going to aim for the bridge, and then look at the distance of until where the unstable ground goes to. It doesn't cover. You would assume that it covers the entire area, right? But it doesn't, guys. Look, it only covers 75% of the entire bridge railing. I don't know what you call that stuff. I would say just to summarize the first two tips, practice a lot on custom. Like, you know, this is what I do in custom. I know it looks a bit dumb, but I just simply aim at random stuff like this. I just want to understand how far. Like, this is obviously a really short loop, so it covers the entire area. So you want to understand how much it covers each area, you know. Now you see I go to this area. This is a really strong area. So if you can understand how much the unstable ground covers the area for you, it will be way more easier for you to play Fool's Gold. So on to the next part, I guess. The next part I will be explaining to you on camping, which is a really important part also. Alright, I'm going to talk to you about the first part of camping, which is body blocking. So now I'm going to share the cheerleader. I'm going to show you guys. I don't see hunters do this. Normally what I see Fool's Gold do, they wait really far from the chair, which is a bit dumb. You should be as close as you can, because first thing, you can body block. I'm going to show you. You can actually use the body. You see, look at what I'm doing. I'm actually blocking him. I'm forcing the guy to come and rescue into the area, because I'm using my body to block him essentially. See, look at what I'm doing. Okay, at this point I actually trapped him. In the corner. So you can actually use Fool's Gold's body to body block survivors. So what that essentially does is it forces them to come in and take the chip damage. So that is something smart you can do. So now let's go to the second part. This is the most important part of the video, I would say. It actually can change draws to wins, loss to draws. And what you can do is you just place the survivor, and like now they look at the survivor. He's 75% health. Let's assume the cipher's already primed. So what you want to do, first, just throw the axe. You just throw the axe first, and don't think too much about it. You're not trying to mind game the survivor. You're not trying to do a lot of things. Right now, you're just trying to get the axe on. After the axe is on, look at the don't look at the survivor. You can look, but look at the timer of the axe. Hit the survivor now. Boom. Boom. So what happens? Even though you are in animation, you still pull the axe, because when the timer runs out, you instantly pull the axe regardless whatever happens. I'm going to show you again. So you see what I do. Axe is already down, and the survivor is 75% health. So I hit the survivor, and then boom, he can't rescue. So if you time this properly, you essentially make Fool's Gold a bonbon. So yeah, but like everything, your timing, like look at my timing, it was pretty close to perfect, right? But it took some tries. So yeah, you have to keep practicing him, and that's the only way to improve with full school. But it's not a high learning curve. Wish you guys the best of luck and see you in the next video. Bye.